Hello everyone, it's Maddie, the stone-faced baddie. And we have got to talk about some serious snake-ass behavior going down on YouTube lately. That's right, let's talk about everyone's favorite personification of paint drying, our girl Amberlynn Reid. She is straight up coming for reaction channels by the jugular, like a ravenous vampire at feeding time, and I am AB positive that this will not end well. She's been on the warpath ever since she was out shuffling around her neighborhood, getting those daily steps in, and her foot unexpectedly burrowed into a hole in the ground like a curious rabbit. And she went crashing down hard like a freshly sawn log at the hands of a skilled lumberjack. Since then, Amberlynn has been gunning for everyone for weeks now. Her audience, Becky, reaction channels, the goose that mowed her down when she was 4. She is taking no prisoners, even though she easily could, with a swift phone call to her bestie from the FBI. Clearly, her injured ankle wasn't the only thing dangling by a thread. Apparently, so was her patience for people talking about her. Amberlynn is so over people stealing her Sistine Chapel masterpiece-level content and milking it for money like a juicy udder down on the farm that she is ready to battle them all. In a reply she made to a comment over on her recent video, she was adamant that channels are not allowed to react to all the videos a single YouTuber makes. Perhaps she was hanging with the YouTube staff at a teddy bear's picnic, telling them all her woes, and they encouraged her to go full Terminator on people watching her videos and nitpicking her every move. Listen, I could see where she's coming from if someone was just re-uploading her content without making any changes, but that is in no way the majority of the creators that cover her, right? Personally, I think that when the extent of the effort it takes to film your videos consists of wiping the garlic powder off your fingers before you hit record, then maybe just dial back the rage a tiny bit. It's totally fine for people to transform your content in an entertaining way. If someone wants to watch you on your channel while you combine the remnants of a doomsday prepper's cellar into a stew, then nobody is stopping them. If they would rather hear someone else add a little more pizzazz to the situation, then that's not taking a view away from you. Chances are that viewer wouldn't have watched you anyway. If your audience is ditching you to watch other people instead, it's because they like hanging out with that person. Their personality, their opinions, sense of humor, editing, whatever. The subject they are covering, aka you in this case, is only part of why people are watching them instead. Besides, nobody is stopping you from putting more effort into your channel. In fact, they're begging for it. We're like a decade into your YouTube career now, and I don't think I have ever seen someone try less. It's giving very I'm a lazy Labrador who slides off the couch like a slinky because why would I bother to use my limbs to soften my landing situation type deal. Which is super cute in a dog, but less so in an adult woman's attitude towards her job. You have to give your subscribers a reason to watch, and unless you shattered your funny bone when you went hurtling into the sidewalk like a rogue water balloon on a hot summer's day, then I suggest you start there by lightening up and having some fun with them. You need to enjoy what you make, and others will enjoy along with you. People are naturally drawn to genuine people. Can you win everyone over? Never. But maybe you can win some people back to meh. Threatening to strike people's channels is like one of your ill-fitting turret purchases. Not a good look. The community surrounding you is what's keeping you afloat, girl. The Titanic has sunk and you're clinging onto that door for dear life. What are you going to do without the door? Really think about that. If you could pull a Thanos and snap your fingers and have all the channels who discuss you vanish overnight, do you really think all their viewers would come flooding back to you like a tsunami? Let me consult my mystical powers of common sense. It's a no. No, they wouldn't. In fact, most of them would be mad you went after creators they like, with no grounds to do so, and the rest would just move on and watch other creators. If someone is re-uploading all your content and not transforming it in any way, then go for it, girl. Go full T1000 on them like a big puddle of mercury, because that is against YouTube's terms of service. You attacking people because you don't like what they're saying and that they are just using you for money is not against the rules. Of course, people make content on YouTube for money. For many people, that's the main reason they post, and for others, it's just a bonus. For some, it's a full-time job, and for others, it's a hobby. But I don't get why you're acting like you're not part of that club. You post videos for money. You clickbait for money, you troll for money. And that's fine, that's your angle. But what you've done along the way is alienate your audience. Not because they were brainwashed and poached away from you by a reaction channel, but because people just get annoyed when they are treated like idiots. And they get frustrated watching someone over and over and over again never follow through on what they say. You're like the boy who cried wolf, or more like the gorl who cried quirky. I suggest you focus on making content with a little more effort behind it, and try to work on lessening the animosity between you and your viewers. With all that being said, Amberlynn, I'm going to need you to step to the front of the class, please. Quickly now. Look me in my eyes, not around my eyes, but directly into my eyes. Gaze deeply into them like they are two succulent cucumber boats heaving with cream cheese and bacon bits. That's it. Perfect. Now stand there and think about what you've done and contemplate why you are so at odds with your audience right now. Oh, and if you don't want to fall over again, try tying your shoes more securely. You're walking around with them all loosey-goosey, like two open loaves of bread. An accident was bound to happen. As for you guys, yes you, if you don't want to end up like Amberlynn over there, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, and leave a comment telling me what you think about the topic of today's video, and who or what I should cover next. I'll see you soon to discuss some more snake behavior.